Our Roof with Slayer. Now, you've actually been working with Rick Rubin recently, haven't you? What was that like?
No.
No, you weren't.
Yeah.
What was it like?
It's a lot of fun. We do what we want with Rick.
Because you're the first kind of thrash band that he's actually worked with, aren't you?
Yeah.
So do you think you're responsible for him moving away from things like the Beastie Boys? And
I guess to some extent, because he's now working with a lot of metal. But he's gonna be working with metal bands now from now on, I guess. Different metal bands. We're the only really thrash band he's ever worked with.
And how'd that come about?
It's pure luck, I guess. We were in New York doing our show. We did 2 shows in New York at Lemoore. And he approached us and said, I want you on my label. We said, all right, well, talk to our manager. Things got sussed out. We fired our manager and we signed with Rick Rubin.
And what's he like to work with?
A pleasure. He's very easy to work with.
Does he let you do what you want, really?
Yeah. Basically what we want to do.
Now, did you have a lot of trouble with the actual record company?
CBS,
Yeah.
divisional company. Yeah.
They weren't very happy about you?
They didn't like what we wrote about. No, they dumped the record a week before it was supposed to be released. And then Geffen picked it up. And now Geffen is like behind us 100% now. So if you notice, they put their name on the album now, Geffen. So they let everybody know that they're working with us.
I mean, your lyrics, they're quite kind of ferocious and shocking. Is that intentional?
All the time.
Very intentional.
What inspires you to write these sort of songs?
Stories like yours.
Stories like mine?
Yeah.
You're going to write a song about it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll check.
that's really interesting.
Yeah, it's dedicated to me, though.
All right.
Well, we might.
But do you think you've got a responsibility to kind of kids to some extent?
I think we have a responsibility to be creative.
I think we have a responsibility to give them what they expect of us. And that's what we write about.
So
I think we should be creative. Fuck you.
it's quite interesting, though, that teenagers in the States have now kind of gone away from Michael Jackson and things like that and now much more into rock and metal music.
I think there's just more kids.
Aggressive kids.
I mean, Michael Jackson's still selling 9 million.
Yeah, he'll always sell. But that, because those are those kids. There's other kids that don't like that. And we attract the other kids.
But metal's got quite more mainstream, hasn't it? Before it was kind of an elite sort of thing that.
Well, what would you consider mainstream?
A lot
Or not
more
mainstream.
people listen to it.
Metal in general, though. It's getting accepted more.
We're
not.
not. Yeah, Bon Jovi is mainstream and Slayer's not.
Do you think you'll ever be accepted to the mainstream?
I don't think
Not
we'll
for a
ever.
long time.
No. No, but we're getting accepted.
Not unless a lot of opinions change.
Is there a lot of controversy surrounding the band?
All the time.
Do you incite this, or is this just something that's kind of happened?
Well, people bring it on themselves, but we never do anything about it.
We never change anybody's opinion. They can say what they want about the band.
I mean, listening to your music and seeing you, it's kind of like some of the worst
Right.
horror films. Is that an intentional thing?
Like
Yeah.
horror films, yeah.
Yeah, it's intentional. The shock value.
I mean, I'll go, if there's supposed to be a good horror movie out, I'll go see it.
Kids buy the records to hear horror stories, put the music.
And that's
Then-
what you give them.
And then you find journalists asking us why we don't do love songs.
Yeah.
And you say, well, we do like go and see Freddy Krueger, go out and give kids candy or something.
No, we did write a love song though.
Did you?
Yeah, it's called Necrophiliac.
Oh, really?
It's a very pleasant song.
Oh, I'm sure it is. A little on the cold side, perhaps?
Very cold.
Yeah, quite
Actually, more like, smelly.
Smelly. Has that nice scent to it.
You can hear the crunch. You can hear the maggots crunching when you eat it out. You know what I mean?
What about slam dancing? I mean, this new kind of dance that everyone's... Isn't it?
That's just something that happens. I mean, it's not very dangerous. The kids that do it know what they're doing. The kids that don't know what they're doing are the ones that get hurt.
So you have to go to a special class to learn how to do it so you don't hurt yourself.
There is no special class. You should just sort of have to watch and learn. And just like anything else, you learn by seeing. And a lot of these kids that don't really understand it get into it and they get hurt. And they sit there and blame us for it when we have nothing to do with that.
So you don't think seeing you incites violence?
Yeah.
You think it's pure escapism, living out a fantasy, watching you?
No, not really. It's just frustrations. Because that's an alternative. I would rather see them do that than going out and fucking with everybody. Going out and mugging people. I would rather have them get their frustrations out in a closed area where they know what's going on, rather than going out and doing damage to somebody else. And usually it's the case. They walk out of the club, all they got all the releases out, and they go out home and they can sleep
Do you get your aggressions out playing on stage?
all the time. I have a lot of aggression.
So how did Slayer start? What was the background? How did it actually come about?
Well,
A
me and
long
this-
story or a short story?
you want
Team story.
Well, me and Kerry knew each other previous to this meeting, which was 2 years prior to the band, before we even got together. Kerry met Jeff, tried out for a band. Dave introduced himself to Kerry, said he was a drummer. And Kerry called me up and said, Tom, I got a band together. I want you to be the bass player and singer.
He said, "No."
He had to talk me. He had to talk me into it. And I said, all right. So I said, okay. We got together, and we were total strangers. And now we've known each other for what, fucking 7 years?
At least
Do you
That's
fight?
hard to believe.
all the time.
We're constantly egging at each other.
What was the
We're
most?
getting better at it though.
Well, who wins now?
You just
No-
shut up,
nobody
let it
wins.
go.
Nobody wins. You just sort of like, walk away. The next day it's like, hey, how's it going? Hey, how's it going?
What was the motivation behind the band? To be the hardest, the most extreme?
Originally,
Yeah, to be the most extreme. And that's what we've done. I think we're an extreme form of metal. And I think we've accomplished that. And now we're just trying to go on with our lives and do a better album than the last one.
Now, the last album's, dare I say, more melodic than the one before. It's kind of not quite so fast. Was that intentional?
Yeah.
Yeah. We did that to fuck everybody up. Everybody said, oh, your next album's gonna be fast, faster. Like, yeah. It's like, you're right. It's just the way the music came out, a lot slower. But we do what we want to do. We prove ourselves before anything's put on vinyl.
What direction do you see the music going in next? I mean, will you start doing more love songs?
I don't know.
Sorry. I know.
No, people have asked us we don't know what we're gonna be doing. We take everything day by day. We don't plan anything. It just sort of comes out the way it comes out.
What do you think of other speed metal bands that are on the scene?
I don't.
You don't hate any of them.
Depends if they're original, if they're trying to be like us or Metallica or somebody.
Yeah.
What about Metallica? How do you feel about them?
They're great. We get along with them.
I think
I won't say nothing about their new album. but
Metallica's good. I like Metallica. I think they're really good. Their new album, it's a little off the wall for me.
In what way?
It's just completely different. It's just something I never expected.
But then your fans could say that about your last album, couldn't they?
Yeah.
Not as bad though.
Yeah, I think the whole idea of these thrash metal bands is to be original. And a lot of them aren't. And that's why I really don't bother to listen to it. Because there's no originality whatsoever.
What about the thrash metal scene in England? Do you think it's as strong as in America?
Well, I've only been here for 7 days and I've only seen the city today. So I can't say what this thrash metal scene is like here.
So what are your plans for the future?
My plans?
You said, hey, what are you doing later?
Well, we can go to the pub later on.
No, you say you're going to be coming back in
Yeah,
January,
January.
doing Brixton Academy. What else are you going to be doing?
That's all for England, I think.
Yeah.
And about
It-
Europe?
That's when we hit Europe.
I'm planning to do the rest of Europe.
What, in January? Any more albums?
Possibly, whenever we get around to it.
Doing the touring, yeah.
Yeah. Usually we take forever to do shit, but so it's like, who knows? I mean, they were egging us to finish his last album, and we're like, yeah, well, we're almost done. And then Ruben had to come down and say, listen, we got to get this album out. Oh, okay. So we had to go and record.
Do you find recording boring?
Tedious.
Is it true you work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, or is this pure hype?
We're used to.
Depends what day you catch us. 5 days in a month, maybe.
No, we used to. When we first got together as a band, we used to rehearse extremely. We used to rehearse a lot. But that after a year of that that's completely dropped. We
Help
don't.
though, because
Huh?
now say somebody messes up on stage now, we know what's going to happen to come out of it.
Yeah,
We've been playing
we
together
can-
for 8 years.
we can get ourselves out of a jam when somebody fucks up big time. But I mean, that was all because, you know, we did a lot of rehearsing. We used to fucking rehearse all the time. And now we don't even rehearse. We rehearse a week before we go out on the road. Sometimes if we're lucky, 3 days out of that week. But
You're on stage, it's
Oh.
fine.
it's fine. The minute we hit the stage, it's like if we've
I remember this.
yeah.
Now you write all your own music, don't you?
Yes.
Do you all write, or are there a couple of you that write? And
3 of us write. Musically, 2 of the Kerry and Jeff write musically. Lyrically, I help in with the lyrics every now and then. But there's only 3 of us that really work or put anything into the band itself.
so, what is the criterion for your lyrics? Lots of
The criteria? To be disgusting. To be offensive.
why?
Why not?
Because nobody else will.
So you think you've
Or now
niche.
people do it, but it took somebody to get them started.
Yeah, we started it. Now all these other bands are being very offensive.
So we're avoiding it.
So now we try
Now
to
you're gonna
avoid
be
it.
nice.
No, we're just branch out to something else disgusting.
Yeah. We'll find other venues to.
I wouldn't like to meet you on a dark night.
Yes, you would.
Isn't that what punk did? I mean, they were offensive. And do you see any ties between kind of speed
Some.
metal with punk?
There's some ties. Because I guess the attitude is there. But we got the attitude with long hair.
Content's a little different too. Punk's political. We're just
We
barely,
tried-
we're
we-
barely political,
yeah,
if at all. And
we
it's,
try- we
it's
try
not
to avoid-
directed at politics. It's just what we wrote about.
We try to avoid politics. In fact, that's the first. Why is that? Whenever we come to England, they always say, "Well, what are your political views?" It's like, who the fuck cares?
I never said that.
No, I'm not saying you.
Yet,
But every time we come to England, it's the first thing. What are your political views on this and that? It's like, who the fuck cares?
if I was running for president, I'd have one.
Yeah, we're a fucking band. We play music.
So you're just into general rebellion rather than political rebellion.
Yeah, general rebellion, rebellion against society, and how it's fucking up the world.
Who would you say your influences have been?
You don't want to hear my influences?
I want to hear your influences.
Creed, Hendrix, The Animals, Jefferson Airplane. Those are my influences.
And how does your music fit in with that?
What's that?
How does your music fit in with them?
It
As
does.
far away as possible, right?
It doesn't fit into that. Those are my influences. That's what I grew up with.
Yeah.
And my sisters used to listen to that all the time. That was in 67, 68. And I grew up listening to it. And that's the only music I can really listen to. I did listen to the 70s because the 70s was fucking KC and the Sunshine Band. You know, it's like, who the fuck wants to listen to that? He died after 5 years. And then the only time I recently started listening to music is when I joined the band with these guys. And I didn't even know metal existed.
That's for sure.
It's true. It's an honest statement. I didn't know the shit existed until he said, hey, why do you say you joined the band? These are the songs we're learning. I said, well, who's this? There's a band called Iron Maiden. It's like, well, who's that? I had no clue as to these bands were until they introduced me to it. But I think it's great shit.
So how do you rate bands like Iron Maiden? I mean, are they a big influence to you now?
Not anymore.
Can't rate them anymore.
I like the first 2 albums.
Yeah.
I like Priest's first 5 or 6 albums. Now I listen to AC/DC with Bon Scott and Black Sabbath with Ozzy Osbourne. That's all I listen to before. Old, like,
Old
late
AC/DC.
70s heavy metal. I think that's the best.
That's about the only metal you can really rate.
So do you think the Slayer's got staying power, that they'll be a band that people look back on and say,
Wait, being here
They'll look back on us for something.
Great.
I hope they do.
What?
I hope they do. They better look back on us. We ain't doing this for nothing.
We made enough stink in our time. Somebody will remember us.
Yeah.
well, thanks very much.